How are you? Hi, it's Traviseen here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azeroth. Today we are in Zul'Farrak, guys. Back in Zul'Farrak once again. We should get a level today, which will put us at 49. So I'm looking forward to that. Hope you guys are doing well today. I'm doing pretty good. And I hope we get some upgrades. Because we could use a few. I heard some news that World of Warcraft is revamping many racials. Not for Classic WoW, but for retail. Mostly for the allied races. I've never actually played an allied race on the channel. Kind of cool to do that. Next time I do a retail playthrough, we'll probably check out an allied race. I don't have them all unlocked, but I have a lot of the horde ones from what I remember. So they made some changes, guys. So what they said is we're making updates to several racial abilities with the goal of increasing the viability of some underrepresented races. Many of these abilities have fallen behind naturally within the game's ecosystem, and our hope is that targeted tweaks will help promote increased diversity of racials across the content types. So they're trying to help out, you know, the races with the crappy racials, right? And a lot of those actually are allied races. So they buffed Draenei's Gift of the Naru. So what Gift of the Naru does, guys, it's a heal that heals for 20% of the caster's health. So say you're a Draenei tank, right, and you stack a bunch of stamina, 20% of your health as a heal is going to be quite a bit. And they reduce the cooldown of that from 3 minutes to 2 minutes. So every 2 minutes, say you're like a tank, you can heal your party or yourself for 20% of your base health every 2 minutes. That's pretty good ratio, man, I must say. 3 minutes was quite a long time, but now every 2 minutes you're dishing out a pretty big heal. That's pretty good. And Draenei's, they're not really considered allied races. This next one is, though. The High Mountain Tauren. I actually played a High Mountain Tauren monk in Shadowlands. Tanked as one. And the reason why I tanked as a High Mountain Tauren is because they have a racial called Rugged Tenacity. And what that does is it pretty much just reduces damage taken. Perfect for a tank. Let's get over here. There we go, we leveled up, guys. And they increase the effect of Rugged Tenacity by 50%. So, that's a huge buff for High Mountain Tauren tanks. Nice, we leveled up, guys. Let's see what we got here. Maybe we'll look at this after the dungeon. Gotta be a little bit focused here on the pulls, and these guys won't wait for me to look through the talents. Yeah, High Mountain Taurens look pretty cool, man. They have like moose antlers. They're pretty much like the Canadian version of Taurens. And I named my High Mountain Tauren Trav Hortons. And that was named after a Canadian coffee shop called Tim Hortons. It's a pretty popular coffee shop in Canada. And I think it's in America as well, in the Northeast. Yeah, I was just drinking a Tim Hortons, coffee, and I was like, I'm gonna call this character Trav Hortons. It was a fun time. I enjoyed the Castle Nathria first raid of Shadowlands. Shadowlands was actually not too bad to start. Just the Maw really sucked. No one really liked the Maw. Let me go over here, Wise Wall. Not pulling that fast. The healer's like full mana right now. Pretty chill run so far. But we'll do some big pulls though later on in the dungeon. But yeah, back to the racials, guys. Lightforged Draenei. So this is another allied race, and that came out a couple expansions ago. And their racial Light's Judgment radius has been increased to 10 yards. It was 5 yards, and its visual size is increased as well. So what Light's Judgment does, it's an AoE holy damage ability. So like holy damage comes down like a beam of light, and it does AoE holy damage. You guys are probably wondering what the heck I'm doing here. I'm just pulling everything, guys. And Light's Judgment's damage was also increased by 40%, and it now deals reduced damage beyond 8 targets. You can do a lot of AoE damage with this ability now, which is pretty cool. And their Holy Resistance has been renamed to Holy Providence, and it now increases healing done by 1%, so healing has been increased for Lightforged Draenei. They're pretty much Draenei's, but they're just, I guess, more attuned with the light, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, that would be fun to do. Play an allied race on the channel. And I would probably check out the Warlords of Draenor expansion. We'd probably level through that, because I haven't done that yet on the channel. But do you want to go back here? What do you guys need? Anything? You go this way, buddy. Like, what do you mean? What's this guy talking about? What does he want? What do you want back here? There's nothing here, man. You can go that way, but you go this way. What's this guy talking about over here? Just pull a bunch of stuff here. Like, we're going to go over there. He wants to slay Gazrilla. We'll eventually do that. We'll slay Gaz. Don't worry, man. I don't know why I'm talking to him. Like, he can hear me. That type. Slay Gaz. Okay, let's keep on going. Something falling in there. Let's get a bunch of these scarabs. Yeah, Lightforged Draenei's pretty decent buffs. It's gonna be cool seeing people playing like new races. There's gonna be a lot, and the thing is, what Blizzard's doing here, you know, they're clearly, you know. Okay, pull the boss. It's gonna be a little wild. I got the boss here. It'll be alright. Nice pull. Did so much damage there. But what they're trying to do, they're trying to get people to race change. Right? They're gonna make so much money off of that. Because after, you know, if racials change, some people are like, wow, I'm not the best race for my class anymore. And they'll switch. Or they'll be like, wow, that effect's really cool. I'm going to change now. Let's get all of these here. Alright, so the next racial upgrade, Maekar Orc, stats granted from Ancestral Call increased by 30%, and now increases one of your 2 highest secondary stats as well. So what Ancestral Call does, grants a random secondary stat for 15 seconds. So it's going to boost that stat by 30%. And it will also increase one of your 2 highest secondary stats as well by, I guess, 30%. So, if I read that correctly. So that's pretty good, Maekar Orc. The Maekar Orcs are pretty much the... They're the orcs from Warlords of Draenei. They're like the way orcs looked back in the day before they drank the blood of Manoroth. And they turned, like, you know, green from the fell, I guess you could say. I think that's how it happened. Pretty sure that's what happened. But that's why they turned green. Some of them turned red. From what I remember in the Burning Crusade. That's a good buff for Maekar Orcs. Some more stats. It's pretty much good for like any... It's like any class, you know what I mean? You can play any class and that benefits you pretty much. Lifeblood Amulet dropped. 11 stamina, 7 intellect, 7 spirit neck. Not bad. We did that. Yeah, we can actually use mounts here. I forgot about that. It's a cool thing about the Zul'Farrak is you're able to, you know, to use mounts. If these guys don't attack that, you could just pull that guy right here. So there's the bomb. He kills his totems. Get him down. Get the interrupt the healing wave. One thing I'm gonna try, guys. Like after, I'm gonna try opening all these. So Azumra's Vexing Gain drop. 42.6 damage per second, 12 stamina, 12 intellect, and 19 haste rating. So let's use this Gordok Green Gogs. It's going to increase our stamina by 10 for 15 minutes. We'll have a bite to eat here. And then I'm gonna open all these. I'm gonna open every single one. I'm just gonna keep opening them. I hope he heals me, man. He hasn't given me one heal in like the whole time. He'll heal me. There you go. It's easy XP. Go. Keep healing me, dude. Let's see if we can do this. The other guy should be doing AoE. There's a health pot there. Start opening again. We're getting like getting junk out of these, but make a little bit of coin from this. Not bad. Yeah, using last stand. Dude, he's opening them now. Dude, you gotta heal me, man. Like this. Yeah, healer was opening. He's hilarious. It's keeping me up though. I'm just freaking out over nothing. He's doing a good job. Just wanted to make sure we're on the same page. Yeah, the damage we did was insane. We did more damage than all the DPS put together. Dark Mist Orb of the Owl. They made tanks a little like crazy in this expansion, man. A lot of loot though from all that. Could get some lucky drops. Oh, here we go. Healer's got mana. I'm gonna pull stuff. We'll do like one of these pipes of pulls. Not a bad pull. Getting wrecked. Okay, you gotta heal me, buddy. Come on. There we go. Just need to get a cast off. I think he's good to go. Do another pull here. Got knocked off our mount. That's so... Usually you don't get knocked off your mount. As a tank? You got clapped right there. I gotta get dispelled. Means we get aggro once we get back up. See if we can do a pull here. Looks like the healer's ready to go. Oh, they just shoot me off my mount. Oh, we should have aggro on everything. We're gonna get hexed again though. You're gonna attack me. These pulls are hilarious. The shaman can dispel too, right? Nice.
Let the executions begin.
So another racial that came up was for the Nightborne. Arcane pulse damage increased by 300% and now reduces movement speed by 80%. Was 50%. Duration reduced to 8 seconds. Was 12 seconds. The big buff for Arcane pulse is just AoE arcane damage.
Hey there. See you around.
Well met.
And it also slows by 80%, so pretty damn good if you're a rogue. You know, you just like shadow step in, arcane pulse, do a bunch of damage, and also slow everything around you by, yeah, here comes the fun.
For Kazan!
For Kazan! We're going in, we'll see if you can handle this. Is he gonna heal me? Yeah, I don't think he's gonna heal me. Die. No, I'm not gonna die. I keep on spamming victory rush. Just keep spamming victory rush and we can't die. Cool that we can heal ourselves. They're all gonna spawn now. I thought we were gonna die there. This healer always... Oh, I don't know. I didn't think he probably thought I was just gonna run down and just do that pull. But we got a bunch of victory rush box, and that kept us up. Jinxed Hoodoo skin. 210 armor, 15 stamina, 15 intellect, 15 spirit, leather chest. Not bad. It's okay. Alright. Now we just gotta fight these guys. We're all stacked up. Use our servant collar trinket. We'll get the servants out and start smacking them. All right, I'll have to go see Gazrilla, guys. And Void Elf's got a buff. The other elf, there's a lot of elves in the game now. I think Nightborne are elves as well. There's Night Elves, Void Elves, and Nightborne. So Void Elf got a buff to Spatial Rift, which is like a teleport ability. Spatial Rift movement speed of the rift increased by 80%. Duration is increased by 8 seconds. Was 6 seconds. And maximum range is increased by 35 yards. It's insane. The visual effect has been updated and no longer appears for party members. That's kind of weird. When their entropic embrace proc activation rate adjusted now increases healing and damage by 5% for 12 seconds. Was duplicate healing damage. Now functions with absorbs. So you can choose to, I guess, heal or do damage with it. That's pretty strong. It increases your damage by 5% for 12 seconds. Yeah, it seems like they're just mostly updating the racials for the allied races. Like, none of these races are in Cataclysm. Health pot. Oh, they pulled a bunch of stuff over there. Oh, this is bad. Oh, man. I'm getting hexed. I'll be okay. hope. I don't know. We'll see. I didn't think they were pulled extra stuff there. I think we're gonna die. It was a wipe. Wasn't focused. I didn't pull that though. Somebody else did. There's no, like, we didn't have anything else there, right? I think these guys can survive this though. Everything's almost dead. Yeah, they got this. We're good to go. Yeah, the Vulpiras, guys. They got a buff too. The little foxes. The little furry guys. Bag of Tricks, healing and damage increased by 40%. So it's pretty much an ability where you can choose to heal or do damage. And yeah, they increase it by 40%, which is pretty damn good. Bag of Tricks now decreases enemy movement speed by 80% for 4 seconds and increases ally movement speed by 20% for 4 seconds. Now only affects a single target. So you can really lock down a target with that. You can do, like, you know, pretty decent damage, and then now they only move like at 80%. They move 80% less. 80% less speed, I should say. Never played a Vulpira. From what I hear, you either hate them or you love them. Let's have a bite to eat here. Use another Gordok Green Grog. We could have survived that, but I messed up. I was looking at I was looking at the racials, and I didn't realize that we had a pull. It's all good though. We're moving pretty damn smooth through this dungeon. I'm gonna pull this stuff, and I'm gonna do this. I'll run back to the healer. Hopefully the healer can... There he is. Look at that healing ward. The heck was that? And there's Gazrilla. Get him. Don't let him get out of the water. We're gonna toss this at him. There you go. Spin him in the water here. There you go. But yeah, they really want to promote people to like level a new character as well, because the event also has an XP buff going on for the 20-year WoW anniversary. I think it's the 30th year anniversary of Blizzard as well. Scarab on us. Gazrilla's scale armor drop. Nice. Male chest, 342 armor, 15 stamina, 15 intellect, 15 spirit. Pretty good chest for the shaman, maybe. Probably. Shaman is Ellie. Alright, off to the last boss. Everyone got all their stuff. Just have a bite to eat here. While we wait for everyone. It's nice of the shaman healing me up. Alright, we're going in. Oh, he sapped him. I hate these guys that knock me off my mount. I remember tanks weren't able to get knocked off their mount, like unless you do like a CC like that. I forget when they added that. Alright, here we go.
This desert be mine.
Boss time. And Worgen's, guys. Worgen's got a buff. Darkflight, the racial that gives them, you know, increased movement speed. The thing that I was kind of like upset about was how you weren't able to stack the speed bonus with other movement increasing effects, but now you can do that. So say you have Darkflight and you're a rogue and you use Sprint, it stacks now.
Feel the fury of the sands.
Or like you're like on my Hunter, for example, if I was like using Aspect of the Cheetah, Darkflight would stack on top of that. I always thought it should be that way. All right, so the Chief's Enforcer dropped. 42.6 damage per second. Chance on hit stuns target for 3 seconds. Not bad. Not bad two-hander, but... I don't know. Should we have taken that? Nah. No stats on it. Alright, guys. Well, there we go. We did it. It's another ZF run. Let's head back to town here. And we'll check our talents. Yeah, I think they made some good changes to the racials. They did a good job. They should try to get people to play, you know, more... like just some different races. You rarely ever seen allied races being played. Because people just didn't consider them to be that great. Stalwart Treads of the Sorcerer dropped for us in this bag. 393 armor, 12 stamina, 12 intellect, and 12 haste. So we didn't get anything in the satchel. Let's see if we got any ability upgrades from the warrior trainer. Shield wall. Nice. We could have used that in that dungeon. Reduces all damage taken by 40% for 12 seconds. Huge ability.
Go
for a prog warrior. That would have helped out there. That pull wasn't too bad. It's not like we wiped, you know what I mean? They were able to, you know, take care of themselves after I died. So yeah, it's not bad. That was shield wall. Alright, so let's check these talents out, guys. So what do we got here? We got Devastate. Sunder the target's armor, causing the Sunder armor effect. In addition, causes 119% of weapon damage plus 19 for each application of Sunder armor on the target. Sunder armor effect can stack up to 3 times. Nice. So I wonder if this replaces Sunder armor. Maybe it does. Thunderstruck improves the damage of your Rend, Cleave, and Thunderclap by 3%. In addition, your Thunderclap improves the damage of your next Shockwave by 5%. Stacks up to 3 times. And we get Shockwave at the end here. What Shockwave does, it sends a wave of force in front of you, causing 475 damage based on attack power and stunning all enemy targets within 10 yards in a frontal cone for 4 seconds. That ability sounds pretty damn good. So we got Vigilance as well. Focus your protective gaze on a party or raid member. Each time they are hit by an attack, you taunt Your taunt cooldown is refreshed, and you gain vengeance as if 20% of the damage was done to you. Last 30 minutes. This effect can only be on one target at a time. And then we have heavy repercussions. While your shield block is active, your shield slam hits for an additional 50% damage. That's pretty damn good. But I think we should just go with Thunderstruck, guys. Because we're using Thunderclap all the time. And Rend. We're just going to do even more AoE damage now. So we're going to take Thunderstruck. And there we go, guys. We didn't get any upgrades, which was too bad. It's the second time we've done ZF and we didn't really get anything. And we're at item level 45. Not bad. We're level 49. At level 50, we unlock some more glyphs. So we're going to be purchasing some glyphs once we hit level 50. That's going to break the bank a little bit, but we should be okay with gold. And we still need... What the heck is this? We don't have a shirt. We should get ourselves a shirt. But yeah, guys, that is going to be the end of today's episode. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.